my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride, I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. All the memories just lingers on repeat like it is never gonna stop. I can't help myself from feeling all alone, but you got me good, but you got me good.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Buckland Farm. Right, so where do I begin with this episode? Firstly, you may remember in the last episode I was having a problem with that field 41, and I decided that I was going to spawn in the bales. So I said I was going to spawn in, I think I said 40 bales. I've decided not to do that. I had to think about it, and I just don't feel right spawning in bales. So I've decided not to do that. So over at the farm, what I did have left, I think it was actually 18 bales altogether still left on the field. And I also still had 3 in the baler on the bale collector. So I ended up with 18 bales anyway. So I have shredded them into pellets. I've also shredded all of the remaining straw and hay bales that were in the storage shed. So I've actually got quite a lot of pellets ready to be palletized, which I will just show you now. So, yeah, in here we've got, I don't know how many litres it is now, I can't remember, but that's the straw pellets we've got. And as you can see, we've got loads of hay pellets. So they're all ready to make the next load of pallets. But yeah, so problems. So what I did, contract on field 40 popped straight back up after I'd done it in the last episode. So that was for hay. It's a similar size to 41. So I thought, right, I'll come on, I'll do that contract, but I'll get everything baled up before I send any to the sell point. So at least I know once the contract is complete, I can still collect the bales off the field, and then whatever's left over, that will sort of replace what I lost out on field 41. I thought, right, get that done. So I did. In fact, I will go over here. So what I did, this is the Elo front mower, 7.3 meters. But I've seen other people do it, and I thought, actually, I'm going to try that. Get 2 jobs done in one go. So I put that on the front of the tractor, and I put the tedder on the rear. The tedder is 8.9 meters, I think it is, 9 point something. So it is wider than the mower. But at least that way I knew I was going to get it all covered and tedded and mowed in one pass. So you will have seen that on the intro sort of cinematic that you've just seen. So I got the whole field mowed, tedded and rowed and baled. So I sent the Renault off with the windrower, and then I used the Follow Me mod, and I had the Fent connected to the baler at first, using the Follow Me mod, so the windrowing and the baling was all being done all at once. So everything was working absolutely perfect. Course play covered the whole field, absolutely brilliant. That allowed me to do the cinematic. I got to this end bit just here. There's a little bit of hay left on the edge there. So I was just tidying that up, and all of a sudden I was around about here, and all of a sudden it just absolutely sort of crashed. It didn't quite crash. I could sort of stuttery movements like that. Everything I did was just stuttery. So I pulled up the FPS counter, and I was down to one FPS. I've never ever seen it. It was virtually crashed. So it took me a good 3 minutes just to get into the menu to try and save the game. I thought, well, I'll try and save the game where I am. Because of doing the videos, content creating, etc., I don't have autosave on, just in case something goes wrong or something stuffs up and I need to re-record that particular part. So I don't have autosave on. So I thought, right, I need to quickly save the game as quick as possible, get out, and then come back in, and hopefully everything will be fine. But that wasn't the case. I had to force close. I couldn't quit. I just about managed to save it. I couldn't get out of the game, so I had to force close the app. Anyway, came back in, and it was doing exactly the same thing. So then the experiments start. Trying this, trying that, all sorts of stuff. I tried reloading. What I didn't try, I didn't want to deselect all the mods, because I haven't got around to learning how to use a mod manager yet, so it would have taken me forever to select the mods that I have got selected for this game save. So that was going to be a very last resort. So I tried everything. I had a problem on my Kalanovka series where I had to so you may have heard this before, but my graphics card is an RTX 2060. So if you see the trees in the very distance, they were all looking like the trees just on the end of that row ahead of me. And it was really off-putting, and especially for content creating, I want everything to look as best as it can. And I know that's not going to be brilliant with a low-end graphics card, but seeing as I can't afford a better graphics card, I changed the LODs distance, foliage distance, all the settings that you can max out at 200%. In the XMLs, you can put them at whatever value you want. I know there's some people who have got them set at about 600%, and it just makes such a difference. So I set mine to about 300%, and it does lower my FPS. As you can see, 20 FPS, 22, 25. It ranges between 25 and sort of 40, but when I'm in a vehicle, it's normally around 28 to 30. But I think it's better than having it set lower for the visuals. I think it sort of counteracts any discrepancies. So anyway, yeah, I went back into the XMLs just to double check that they hadn't, because on Kalanovka they had somehow set themselves at about 600%, and it was just ruining the game because the graphics card couldn't cope with it. So I thought, well, maybe it's done that again. So I'll check that. That was all fine. I cleared the cache, shader cache. I checked my log file, which I had to have a bit of help with because I'm not technical enough to know what I'm doing. There was a couple of suggestions which I tried. Nothing. Kept coming back into the game. Absolutely nothing. Nothing I tried worked. Every time I got to the game, I'd have the FPS counter up. On the loading screen, it would all be going fine, up to 95%. Normally on a loading screen, you're at 60 FPS anyway. All the way up to 95% loaded, and then that last 5% took about 2 minutes. And while it was getting to 100%, it dropped right back down to 0 FPS. Came into the game and it was just exactly the same. So tried it over and over again. I mean, I've spent all day trying to get this running, get this recording done. So my last option, as I say, I didn't want to remove mods, but I was pretty sure it wasn't a mod conflict because I haven't changed any mods, I haven't added anything in, nothing like that. So my last resort was to go to my backup save, which of course was before I did anything on this field. So that worked, got back in, was absolutely fine, just like this. Sorry, I say that, it was already mowed and tedded. That's when I last saved it. So when I came back in, it needed rowing and baling. So off I went, rowing, baling, same sort of setup as I did before. Absolutely fine until I got right over to that other corner. And then this tractor, which was connected to the baler, just flew off the map. It may have happened to you before, you may have seen it, but yeah, just flew off the map, 1,000 miles an hour, which I've had on this map before. And yeah, no way back. So back I went. Back it, loaded the game back in. Everything fine, but starting again. Twice that happened. Off it went again. Flying around off the map. So in the end, I came back on for a third time. And I swapped the Fent with the Massey. So I then used the Massey on the baler and the Fent just going around picking up the bales. So what I did, I basically picked up the bales off the two headlands just to get them out of the way for when the course play and follow me stuff was going on, because obviously it would just crash into the bales. So I've got one load already off the headlands. I had half a load left, so while I was driving the tractor back over, I just got another full load ready to take to the sell point. But yeah, so I swapped them over and I've had absolutely no issues, touch wood, until now. So I'm hoping that for whatever reason it was just a combination of that Fent and that baler, but I can't be sure. I've had so many problems on this map now in this Let's Play. I am seriously considering the future of it. If I was playing on my own, it wouldn't bother me. I'd just put up with it for as long as I could and then I'd just go on to another map. But because I'm creating content, it's in the back of my head, and it's not just a 30-minute video, is 30 minutes of somebody playing. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you have to do. I mean, I've had to do this field 3 times now just to get that 3-minute cinematic and to get to this point of recording the actual episode, and that's taken me nearly all day. So I have a full-time job, I've got 5 kids, so you know, content creating to get 4 episodes, 2 of each Let's Play out a week, I think I'm doing well. But when you get problems like this, it just really puts a downer on it. And it might not have been the map this time, but it's just a combination. I've had so many problems with the map to date that I am gonna have to think about it. And now I've come on to record, and I'm always in the back of my head now thinking, is it gonna crash? Is a tractor going to fly off the map? You know, is something else going to happen? So for now, I'm just going to carry on. Fingers crossed I don't have any more problems, but yeah, so just wanted to come on and explain all that. But as I say, fingers crossed, hopefully we don't get any more problems. And of course I've got super strength on. Yeah, so yeah, I was initially thinking, I mean, that's how many bales we've got. If I just gonna go into flight mode to show you. So they're pretty much all sets of 3 off the bale collector. So we have got a lot of bales, and then obviously we've got 28 already stacked up. So I'm hoping that its contract can be completed and go well, and then we'll be at the position we wanted to be in when we did this field. Because then once I've cleared all this and completed the contract, I will be going into June, and then we're going to have a lot of selling to do. With regards to that Elo mower, I think I'm going to buy it because it was an awesome setup. it is nearly 3 meters less width than the butterfly setup that we've already got. So I think I will stick with that and the tedder for doing hay, and then for silage I'll carry on using the butterfly setup that we've got. This baler we will use for everything. You can, particularly with silage, I will set it so that it only drops 1 bale at a time, because you can actually swap, so you can do 3 bales coming off the back. You can do 1 at either side, so it drops 2 at a time but a gap in the middle, or 3 in a row. That's the other thing as well. I am having that problem where it pulls the middle bale out a bit when it drops them, so they end up like that. Every stack is like that, which is a bit of a pain, but it's easy enough to sort out. I think I did mention that in the last episode actually. So yeah, we'll get this sorted. All this is going to the Silver and Market sell point. So I mean, I know there's a bit of stuttering and it's not exactly smooth, but I would have appreciated it if anybody can pop down in the comments how they think it looks. I mean, this does actually look a bit worse than normal. Sort of sitting around 20. As I say, normally it's between 28 and 30. So yeah, I mean, I would appreciate it if anybody can let me know in the comments what they think. Obviously when you upload a video to YouTube, it renders it into HD, and I've found watching them back, it looks a lot better than what I see, which is part of the reason why I've sort of left it as it is. But yeah, it's very important to me, not only for playing myself, but as I say, for you viewers, I want it to look as good as it can be. But without spending the money, I'm limited to what I can do, so. So we'll get this load into the sell point, see how much of the contract that completes, and then we'll know roughly how many we've got left to keep. I forgot we've got that 1 bale there as well. Just try and nudge that in there. That's the one that fell off the back of the lorry last time. One more push should go in. There we go. Oh, we need the... right, 2%. So 1 bale is 2%, which means we need to deliver another 49 bales. So 50 bales altogether. So yeah, 3 of these, pretty much. Right, so I'll get 2 more loads into the sell point, and then we'll see what's left. In fact, I'll probably get the 2 loads into the sell point and then get the rest of those bales off the field onto the back of the flatbed and round by the pelletizer. That's what I was going to say. I did want to use the pelletizer in a field, but I think we'll just save that for our own field, just to avoid any other complications. But yeah, so I'll see you when that's done back at the farm. Right, everything is off the field. I've got all the bales over here now, so we ended up with 14, 28, 42, 52 bales, which isn't bad at all. So we'll get all those shredded up into pellets and then get them over to the pellet hall. But first of all, where are we? Right, I've got all the flowers and red cabbage. We're just going to get those sold. Four and a half. Leave that there for now. Actually, no, we won't. I'm going to send him to the original sawmill, just to collect the what are they? Why my mind's gone blank. Planks. That's it. Brain freeze then. Yeah. Pick up the planks from the original sawmill. And then we're going to load up all that wood. That is going to make us a fortune as well, so... I think I'll put this into a quick time lapse. Hopefully it will be okay as a time lapse, but sorry, I did spend quite a long time having a bit of a rant, so I'm going to go into this view. Yeah, so I'll put this into a time lapse.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. Show me your love like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
That's pretty much all loaded up. Just about. Not the best with loading stuff, but I'm pretty happy with that. Just need to get those other two planks from the pickup. We can find it. Put these on here. There we go. All right. Switch that off, and then we'll get over to the sell point. I think it's still silvering. I think silvering's the only place we can sell it, isn't it? I think it was. Can't actually remember now. Oh no. It's pretty much the best place anyway. The planks. What about planks long is only silver and prefab is only silver, and yeah, so silver and it is. So I will see you over at the sell point. Right, here we are coming up to the sell point. That was close. Seven, 67. What was that? About 84, 85 grand. So the wood is doing us really, really well. I think we've got, so we're about halfway through the wood that was in there, and we've had 2 loads like that, so 160, so potentially about 320 grand we can make out of that 75,000 litres of wood. So that is really good. The wood is very slowly going down in the original sawmill, so it is working, possibly slower than it should be. Definitely slower than it should be, I think. But got a bit of silage left in there. So yeah, it's all good. One thing I did just want to show you, which I forgot, is we have a new trailer. Got this AW trailer. I think it's 37,000 litres. So I've bought that specifically for carting the pellets to the pellet hall. So obviously our other 2 trailers are nowhere near that capacity, so yeah, I thought we'd buy a new one. But yeah, I think that is where I'm going to leave this episode. Sorry for the babbling on at the beginning of it. It's been a bit of a... I haven't really done much in this episode, but we're going to be in June in the next episode, possibly July. Between the episodes, I'm just going to get through all these pellets, get all the pellets into the palletizer, see how many pallets we can make. So I might do that just through June, keeping the animals sorted, topped up, and greenhouse, etc. Might have another load of wood to sell before the next episode, and then hopefully in the next episode we'll be on to harvest. I think these 2 fields will be ready. In fact, I think they'll all be ready. Canola will be ready in July, I think. And so will the barley. So yeah, harvest in the next episode, I think. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave any comments, especially about the visual quality of the videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have liked it, please give the video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.